to learn if condition, and after that we'll go for loop. So imagine that probably I'll ask you to eat mango. Now, the point is, if I ask you to eat mango, you say that, what if I don't eat mango? So I'll say that, okay, fine, you have the next choice. You can probably have wood apple as a next choice, which means if you eat mango, you will say that, I am sorry, I don't want to eat mango. And if I ask you to, what will be the other thing that you want to eat? You say that, okay, fine, I'm gonna eat probably wood apple. Second kind of situation, if I ask you to come to Shialda station, you can say, okay, fine, I can come Shialda station, that's not a problem, but what time I should come? I say, okay, fine, let's meet at 9 o'clock in the morning. And you say that, no, you know what, sir, I really don't want to come at 9 o'clock. Probably it will be too early for me. Maybe I'll not get proper convenience. What if I come around 10 a.m.? And I say, okay, fine. If you don't come at 9 o'clock, you can come at 10 o'clock, which means that I'm giving you options and choices in real life. So for the computer, it's something like this. If I do one task, then something will happen. If I don't do, then it will go for the else situation. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm going to share the screen. You can unmute yourself. If you have any questions, or definitely always ask questions. It's not a problem. Screen is visible to you?
Yes.
I'm making it a bit of larger. So here, I'm going to put some integer variable, say integer a, right? I say that a equal to 10. If a is greater than 10, if you remember, I was talking about opening up brace and closing brace, right? So this is your opening up brace and closing brace for if situation. I say that, okay, fine, printf I am greater than 10. And this situation doesn't happen, then else printf I am less than 10. The reason I'm placing /n so that it gives you a good enter. Check. Situation was what? A greater than 10, right? Now A's value is what? 10 exactly. So when it is checking that whether A is greater than 10 or not. Now A is equal to 10, so it is not greater than. So what happened? It went to the else part. If I do this, A greater than equal to 10, okay, I am greater than or equal
to 10.
Check, this will execute. Yeah, just a simple fine tuning with if condition, you can get your desired result. So the point is, I have one variable which is 10. Now I'm checking whether A is greater than equal to 10 or not. If it is greater than 10, then I will display I am greater than equal to 10. Easy. With this situation, I can check whether a number is even number or odd number. Now in mathematics, what is the even number? Any number, if I divide it with 2, if it doesn't have any kind of remainder, then it is even number.
Even.
Right? Yeah. So let's check for even number or odd number. Let me put A as 7. I'm going to check A mod 2 equal to 0. Double equal means equals. Single equal means right hand side value goes to left hand side.
Left hand side total.
So A equal to 10 means 10 goes to A. A equal to 7 means 7 goes to A. But double equal means equal. Okay.
Equals.
Yeah. So I'm checking A mod 2. Mod means, if you remember, last time I taught you what is mod. Mod means what?
Mod means remainder.
Very good. So this is even number. This is odd number. Yeah. Simple.
Odd number.
Yeah. Easy. Now, if I do this, if I put, say, easy. Any questions? Doubt?
No.
Cool. Now, if I ask you to check whether this year, I mean, whatever number I'm giving, I'm giving this number as an input. So I am giving it. But if I have to give this number as a user, meaning now I'm going to teach you how to accept values. How to accept values to the computer. To accept value, I'm going to use very simple method. Printf. Let me ask the user to enter value. Scanf means accepting value. Now this is number type variable, integer type,
Percent or percent I.
percent I or percent D, anything will happen, right? Ampersand A. Now let me comment it out. Commenting means it's not going to execute. Oh, sorry. It's a typing error. Yeah. So it's asking me to enter a value. I'm going to give 20. Enter. Even number. Yeah. What happened? I put scanf %I, then ampersand A. Ampersand means it is actually connecting the normal usual variable to the memory. Okay. So it is taking your value towards that memory, and then you are now calculating with that same number, whatever is given by you. You means as a user. You as a coder, again you can execute it. Enter value, I'm gonna put say 15. Oops, sorry. 15. Odd number. Easy. So we learned about taking a value from the user and then calculating utilizing if as condition. Easy. You're frozen. You're there, Srishti? Are you there?
Yes, network problem.
Yeah, I can see that. Not an issue. I mean, if you face any kind of issues, just send me a text in WhatsApp. Okay, so we learned a very basic thing about accepting value and then calculating utilizing if condition. Yeah. Now let us train ourselves with multiple if condition. Let me do a little bit of different kind of calculation. Okay, so what I did, I have used another kind of operator. Now this is a new thing for you. And intentionally, I'm going to teach you like this. This double ampersand means and. Double ampersand means and. And is basically a very simple operator. What I'm going to do, a greater than 50 and a less than equal to 100, which means I'm giving him a simple instruction whether the number is between 100 to 50 or not. If it is greater than 50 up to 100, which is less than equal to 100, it will be showing as I am old. If it is between 30 to 50, it is going to show as I am a mid-aged person. If it is definitely less than equal to 30, I'm asking him to display I want to dance, right?
Dance.
Let me execute. Asking for the age. I'm going to put, say, 56. Hold on. What happened? It showed you I am old, but it showed you I want to dance, both. I told you earlier that computer doesn't understand the way we understand. Okay, it understands the logic, right? And here, the logic is pretty simple for computer. Initially, it is checking for, let me remove this so that it doesn't create any confusion for you. Initially, it is checking for whether the number is greater than 50 and less than 100 or not, right? 56 is in between 50 and 100. Cool. Again, I'm asking him, check whether this is 30 to 50 or not. Okay.
No.
It doesn't satisfy that particular range. I mean, this is not in between 30 and 50.
50.
Definitely,
Greater than
program will
50.
throw it towards else. You're getting the logic, how computer usually thinks? Yeah. Initially, it checked for that first if condition. It got it. It was fine. Then again, I asked him that, check again, if it is between 30 and 50 or not. It checked. Okay. It is not in between 30 and 50. So it threw towards the else condition. So as a user, you are getting confused. Oh my God, 56. I'm old and as well as I want to dance. Come on, this is not the desired result. So what you can do as a programmer, this is the main thing that you can do. If you want to use multiple if, definitely you can use it. There are certain fine tuning that you can do. Here, I'm going to teach you if can be used with else. This is called if, multiple else if. Just place a else before this if. Okay. So as a logic, now let me run it first. Enter age. Again, I'm giving 56. Cool. No error. Right? Yeah. What happened? I check for whether this is 50 to 100 or not. I am old. Then next, I'm asking him else if. That means if the if condition satisfied it, it's fine. Don't come to the else part because I'm asking him whether the if is not satisfied, then you check it. Okay. So it's not checking. It's just going to give you I am old. If I run it again and I give say 35. Cool. I'm mid-aged. Yeah. Now if I run again and I give an age like 29. I want to dance. Yeah. So we can use if condition with else, then we can use multiple if condition, and certainly we can use if else if as a combination. Yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm going to teach you various different kind of logic, and then in some other classes, I'm going to take several different programming challenges and I'm going to solve it in front of you. So if and else, if and else, this is pretty bit of clear. Yeah. If you want, I can increase the else if part like this. You can also do that. Now, because this is a condition, check that I'm not going to put any kind of terminator after if. Did you notice it? Yeah. Terminator means you are just killing that particular line on that same statement, just like printf or scanf. But if, because it is checking, there is no terminator, right? Yeah. Now, else if I'm checking a greater than, say, 15 and a less than equal to, what was our last greater than? It was 30, right? Check how I'm calculating it. If it is greater than 50, 200, then it is less than equal to. When I'm going for that range 30 to 50, I'm going to place less than equal to 50. Yeah. When I'm in the range of 30, in the previous line, I have used greater than 30, but in the next line, I'm using less than equal to, so that 30 doesn't skip into the logical part. Okay. Now, I'm cool, guys. Let's make some fun. Programming doesn't mean you have to be serious and always have to show without smiling faces. Here we can say, I am a kid. What do you expect? I will eat fruits. Okay. Let's execute. Enter age. Let me put 15. It was greater than 15, so it is going to go for, I am a kid, what do you expect? I will eat fruits. Yeah. And if I do exactly 16, I'm cool, guys. Yeah. So if I give now more than 100, 125, sorry. This is the issue if I go for online one. 125, I'm increasing that number, okay? Now what happened? I have placed age as 125. Yeah? So what happened? Initially, it checked for 50 to 100. Yeah. But the condition was whether it is less than equal to 100 or not. Did I place anything for the upper limit? Like if it is greater than 100, what will happen? I didn't.
No.
Yeah. So what happened? It directly went to the else part. The computer was right. Yeah. So for these kind of situation, the reason I was teaching you this if condition earlier, so that I can show you this normal usual human error. This is a very simple logical human error, right? This is going to definitely hit that else part. Okay. So there are two ways to solve it. I'm going to teach you the first one, and the next one probably I will go for the homework. Let's go for a greater than equal to 100 here. Sorry. A greater than equal to, if a greater than 100. Okay. Okay. But it went for, I will eat fruits as well. Why? Because I didn't put else if here. Yeah. Now,
Mm.
solved, easy. So when you do programming, always remember these small things may lead to a bigger issues, because if you don't put else if after if, then it can lead to your normal human typo error, which will eventually create programming error for the user. From the user perspective, they are not going to see this screen, which is of course on the programming part of it, but they are going to get these kind of results. Now, what happens when you are going for probably a government ID and your age is, in reality, your age is probably 127, and according to the programmer, they felt that probably, okay, fine, nobody is going to live beyond 110. And when the old lady or old man got probably 127 as an age, it is going to put him or her into the kids section. Until unless you keep these kind of logic way before and you think of all the possibilities that can happen. Easy. So we learned about
Mm.
if, else if, multiple if, and now probably I'm going to teach you a very basic thing about loop. Srishti, do you cycle? I mean, do you know how to cycle?
Yes, I know.
Super. Now, if I ask you to probably cycle for from your home towards the bridge, okay, which you have on the top of that river, yeah, Hatani Adwani, yeah. If I ask you to cycle, uh, probably it will take, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, yeah,
10 minutes.
10
8
minutes.
to 10 minutes.
How many times you need to rotate the paddle?
I can't say.
You never calculated it. That's called loop. So loop is something when you are asking the computer, okay, let me start from home and I have got a destination. Now to reach that destination, I have to paddle for 100 times, 10 times, 50 times. Yeah. So for computer, there are various different kind of loop as a syntax. Okay. I'm going to teach you a very basic about for loop first. Then we will be going for different kind of loop. Let me remove all these code. It is okay.
Mm. Okay.
For loop purpose, I'm taking a variable called I, and I'm going to say for I equal to 1. Okay, let me start with 0. You haven't started your paddling. You just probably going to start. It is 0 state. I less than equal to. I'm going to ask you to paddle for 10 times. How do you paddle, Srishti? You paddle for, you just jump on your cycle like multiple times. You just move your paddle like 2 times in a row. No, you do it like 1 time in a row, right? So I'm going to put I plus plus. I plus plus means I equal to I plus 1, which means I'm going to ask you to paddle for 1 times in a row. Yep. Let me put a slash in so that it looks really good. Check what happened. From 0 to 10, it displayed all the number. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. What happened? I asked the loop to start from 0. It can go to up to 10. less than
10.
equal to 10. Then I asked him to increase the number like ones, which is 0, then 1, then 2, then 3. Likewise, it will go towards 10. If I ask for, say, 9, it will display 0 to 9. Yeah? Any confusion you have?
1, 2, no.
Sure?
Hmm.
Okay. Now let me show you something which is really cool. Now I'm going to show you probably not I, but I'm going to show you multiple times one basic number or character A. It is going to show you A for 10 times. Why like this? Because I didn't place the /n after A. If I put it, it is going to give you a very nice display.
New line.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's see if I can display table here. Table means I'm going to show table of 5 to you. It was earlier like this. Okay.
Hmm.
Now if I place very easy to do such kind of coding. I said table of 5, right? I just placed I multiplied with 5.
Right.
Easy.
1.
Now let me decorate it a little bit. Check what I did. The first person D is for I. Okay. Then I placed X because in mathematics, in your usual world, it is X for your multiplication. But for computers, it is star. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. If I placed person D, which is I, then X5 equal to, everything is in double quotes. So whatever I'm writing, it is going to display the exactly same. And then after that, I placed person D for this multiplication result. Right? So what happened? It gave me a very simple 1 to 5 multiplication table. Confusion?
No.
Questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Can you write anything in the place of I double plus?
Yeah, you can.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Anything else? Can we write in the place of I double plus?
I double slash.
Plus. I plus plus.
No. It should be I plus plus. It can be like this. I equal to, but it will not very cool to write. You can do like this. So I plus plus means I equal to I plus 1. Okay.
Okay.
So I have skipped that I equal to I plus 1. Yeah. I just placed, what the hell happened? Why 3 showed like this? There was no reason. Yeah, it was a internet error. Yeah. Okay. So I equal to I plus 1. This is a longer statement. I have skipped this by using a plus plus as an operator. Plus plus means I plus plus means I equal to I plus 1, which means it is going to give you plus after plus after plus in the same number.
Common difference 1. Giving the common difference 1.
If you want to jump, then you can place like I equal to I plus 2, like this.
Okay.
But that's not a cool way to
Giving
do. I
the
mean,
difference 1.
yeah. So what if I ask you to probably accept a number and give the multiplication table of that number? Okay. Now this is our accepted number. Now here I have to do another time, another logic. Person D, comma, A, comma, A. It may sound to you a little bit of complicated one, but this is pretty simple. The first person D is for I. The next person D is for A, meaning the number user will give. Okay. Say I'm giving 12. Okay. This is your 12, right? And the last one, definitely I'm going to display I multiplied by A because A is my user given number. Yeah. Easy to understand? So likewise, you can accept any number and then calculate and display. You can do any logic within for loop, right? Even we can use if condition, multiple if condition, else if condition within for. Even you can use for inside if, but all these compositions I'm not going to teach in this class. I'm going to teach probably later on. I just taught you how to use if and how to use for loop as a loop. In loop also you can use multiple loop as loop. Okay, if you feel that this is okay, probably we can stop here and we can go for the next class, maybe for some other for loop and multiple for loop as a training module. Yeah,
I have no problem. You can continue.
okay, then I can create another link and send it back to you.
Okay.